Imagine living in America on just $900 a month. Sounds impossible, right? Rent wants more than $1,000, groceries climb every week, and utilities don't play nice. But here's the secret. Not every state plays by the same rules. Cross one border and your cart gets taxed. Cross another and it doesn't. Some states cut your power bill. Others guard your Social Security check. Today, we're breaking down the 10 states where $900 isn't a struggle, it's a plan. And wait until you see which state turns your budget into a hidden advantage. 10. New Mexico. Groceries for home use are exempt from the state gross receipts tax, so your pantry breathes. Prices run 90.4 on a 100 scale, below average. Residential power averages 14.5 cents per kilowatt hour, cheaper than the national 17.47. Studios vary a lot. Santa Fe often sits near 1,235, Albuquerque about 913, and Las Cruces around 741. Some non-metro counties post 640. Aim south or rural, and your check survives. Unemployment is near 4.2%. Violent crime is high at 749 per 100,000, and property crime is near 2,889. Choose neighborhoods carefully. Medicaid expansion helps, but distance still matters. The sky is a movie. Pay for location with math, not postcards. Older complexes near buses and clinics save time. 9. North Dakota. North Dakota looks quiet, but the math is loud. Prices sit 11% below the U.S. average. Electricity averages 13.07 cents per kilowatt hour against 17.47 nationally. Unemployment is about 2.5%. Studios swing from 636 to just over 1,000. Oil Patch West costs more than prairie towns in the east and north. Most food at home is sales tax exempt. Prepared food is still taxed. Violent crime is 267 per 100,000, and property crime is about 1,941. Pick blocks like a detective. Target Devil's Lake, Grand Forks fringes, and quieter Minot areas. Cold saves cash if you plan. Choose older buildings near clinics, not boomtown leases. Bus access matters when ice and distance slow everything down. 8. South Dakota. Winter is the filter. What stays after is value. Studios in Sioux Falls average 748, and Rapid City about 767. Non-metro counties post numbers like 598 in Hutchinson, 620 in Codington, and 680 in Stanley. State sales tax applies to groceries at 4.2%, and locals often add more. Plan to cook and shop smart. Residential power averages 13.37 cents per kilowatt hour, below the national average. Unemployment has been among the lowest, near 1.8% recently. Crime sits near 350 violent and 1,618 property crimes per 100,000. Medicaid expansion started in July 2023. That cushions early retirees. Pick prairie over tourist edges, stay near buses and clinics, and your budget holds. Older walk-ups rent under headline city prices. 7. Arkansas. Arkansas stacks quiet advantages. The statewide price level is 86.5 on a 100 scale. Residential power averages 13.15 cents per kilowatt hour versus 17.47 nationally. Unemployment sits near 3.7%. Studios can start in the low 600s. Pine Bluff around 633, Fort Smith about 689, Little Rock roughly 887. Non-metropolitan counties show numbers like 642 in Franklin or Little River. Groceries face a tiny 0.125% state tax with local add-ons. Lawmakers plan to remove the state silver by January 2026. Crime runs about 620 violent and 2,229 property crimes per 100,000. Choose blocks with care. Medicaid expansion helps under 65 retirees. Aim away from tourist premiums, and the 900 plan works. Older buildings near buses and clinics add resilience. 6. West Virginia. Groceries are not taxed at the state level, which keeps the cart calm. The price level is 89.8, roughly 10% below average. Residential electricity averages 16.18 cents per kilowatt hour, slightly below the U.S. number. Unemployment is around 3.7%. Studios can land under 900 if you pick the right hills. Charleston about 723, Huntington Ashland about 844, Parkersburg near 771. Non-metro ranges run from 584 to 790, depending on the county. Violent crime sits near 265 per 100,000, and property crime near 1,195, both below many states. Social Security taxes are phasing out with full relief by 2026. Pick counties like Mercer or Boone, and the numbers line up. Stay near clinics, transit, and steady groceries. 5. Iowa. Iowa stretches a fixed check without drama. Prices sit 11% below average. Residential electricity averages 14.23 cents per kilowatt hour. Unemployment is around 3.7%. Groceries for home use are exempt from state sales tax. Prepared food is taxed. Studios often show 601 in Jones County, 681 in Cedar Rapids, 684 in Waterloo-Cedar Falls, and 715 in Sioux City. Violent crime sits near 280 per 100,000, and property crime around 1,441. Safer than many places, but still map blocks. Since 2023, Social Security has not been taxed and most qualifying retirement income has been excluded. Older buildings near buses and clinics keep costs predictable. Pick small metros or county seats and stay under 900. Winters bite, but bills stay polite. 4. Kansas. Kansas cut the state sales tax on groceries to zero in 2025. Locals may add a slice, but the state takes none. Residential electricity averages 14.03 cents per kilowatt hour, well under the national average. Unemployment sits near 3.8%. Studios price around 690 in Wichita and 747 in Topeka. Kansas City. Kansas can hit 1,074. Many rural counties post 625 to 660. Choose zip codes like stocks. Violent crime is about 4.5 per 1,000 and property 22.5 per 1,000, trending down from 2022. Healthcare networks thin outside metros, so trade rent for miles with intent. Pick prairie towns with transit options or senior shuttles and the budget holds. Older walk-ups near groceries and clinics beat shiny leases every month, comfortably. 3. Missouri. Missouri rewards careful targeting. The statewide price level is about 92 on a 100 scale, roughly 8% below average. Residential electricity averaged 12.97 cents per kilowatt hour in May 2025. Chud's 2025 studio FMRs show 790 in Springfield, 677 in Pulaski County, 951 in St. Louis, and 1,074 in Kansas City. That means small towns can fit a sub-900 plan. Big metros often cannot. Qualifying food faces a 1.225% state rate with local ads. Violent crime sits near 459 per 100,000, so map neighborhoods. Missouri stopped taxing Social Security starting with the 2024 tax year. A renter circuit breaker credit rises in 2026 up to about 1,055. Pick county seats, buses, and clinics over downtown shine. 2. Nebraska. Nebraska keeps the math simple. Food for home use has been exempt from state sales tax since 1983. Residential power averages 13.18 cents per kilowatt hour. Unemployment sits near 3%. Studios run as low as 622 in many counties. Buffalo posts 651, Hall around 770, Lincoln near 815, Omaha close to 990. Social Security becomes fully exempt starting with the 2025 tax year. Violent crimes totaled 3,088 in 2023, and property crimes about 27,537 statewide. Older walk-ups near clinics, campus edges, or county seats stretch checks. Groceries untaxed, power cheaper, rents calm. That stack is the advantage. Avoid shiny new leases in Omaha if you want monthly breathing room, consistently. 1 Oklahoma. Oklahoma stacks wins. The state removed its sales tax on groceries in 2024, though some cities still add local tax. Residential power averages 12.94 cents per kilowatt hour. Unemployment is near 3.1%. HUD's 2025 studio FMRs show 886 in Oklahoma City, 890 in Tulsa, 745 in Lawton, 739 in Enid, and non-metro counties down to 624. Prices run 8 to 9% below national. Social Security is not taxed. Violent crime is roughly 414 per 100,000, and property about 2,149. Target older stock in the metros or pick county seats. Watch local food taxes, add efficiency upgrades, and keep the monthly ride smooth. Avoid shiny new leases that inflate bills without improving your month. So there you have it. 10 states where $900 doesn't mean giving up, it means getting smart. From untaxed groceries to power bills that finally play fair, the rules really do change at the state line. Which one would you trust with your check, and which would you cross off the map forever? Let us know below, and we'll see you in the next one.